Hey martial arts family, welcome to week 4, which means we're halfway through 8A of our takedowns block. So we're going to work on a couple of our takedowns combos so that we can kind of really get those memorized really well, and we can get some good transitions between the different takedowns. We're also almost done with our forms as far as memorizing goes. We're going to learn a little bit more today, and we're going to learn a little bit more next week, and then after that we should have them pretty much done. We're just going to have to refine and get them better and better. So don't worry if you don't have them memorized yet. That is totally okay. I don't expect them to be memorized yet. And then we're going to finish off the day with some power kicks, which are a ton of fun. So first thing we need to do is get warmed up. So we're going to start with running in place. So hands up, one foot up. Good, make sure you got your balance. Other foot up. Good, let me see, run in place, run in place, run in place, run in place. Good, if I say jump, we're going to jump in kia. If I say duck, we're going to duck in kia. Make sure you're following along. Ready? And duck, kia. Good, ready, duck, kia. Ready, duck, kia. Oh, I thought I got you there. And jump, kia. Very good. Go ahead and break. We're going to do 10 jumping jacks on your own. Ready, get set, and go. Excellent. Perfect. Now we're going to move on to partner crunches. So we're going to go ahead, sit down, hook our feet together. We're just going to do 10 partner crunches. So we're going to go down, come up. When we clap hands, we'll say the number. If you guys can do it with us, that's great. If you have a partner, fantastic. If not, you can do your own crunches, and you can just count the numbers with us. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost there, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Next up, we're going to do elbow crunches. We're only going to do 5 though. You can always do a little bit more if you need a little bit extra warm up. So we're going to touch elbow to the ground. Now I'm not laying on it. I'm just going to tap it, and then that's 1. We're going to do 5. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, which is 1 more than we're supposed to do. Look at that, extra credit bonus points. Next up is we're going to use a pillow. You guys can use a pillow if you want, or stuffed animal, or if you want to use something a little heavier. In class, we would maybe normally use a medicine ball, but we're going to use this pillow with some eyes, because I'm sure you have one of those too. So we're going to start by just passing it back and forth as we do our crunch. So I'm going to take it. Again, if it's heavier, that'll make the exercise a little bit more challenging. I'm going to keep it on my chest. Okay, I don't want to pick it up or anything like that. Keep it on my chest. I'm going to go down, and I'm going to come up, and I'm going to hand it to Mr. Craig, and then he's going to go down and come up. If you're doing it yourself, then you can just come down and then touch it to whatever's in front of you and come back down again. Okay, we're going to go for 10 seconds. Ready? Get set, and go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Now we're going to flip around facing the other direction. We're kind of balancing in our crunch position. So my feet aren't on the ground, just kind of my hips. I'm going to pass over the side, and I'm going to catch over the other side. And that's going to help work our abdominal muscles on the sides. We're going to do that for 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. I thought we switched up. 3, 2, 1, and break. Whew. I can feel that one. I really enjoy that one. And the last one I'm going to do, it's one of my favorites. Oh, we need one more. I'm going to grab a pad for you, Mr. Craig. One of my favorites, you guys have hopefully done it with us in a different block, is tossing the pad to our partner. So I'm going to be sitting down, or laying down. I've got my feet up, kind of like I'm doing crunches like this. Okay? So I've got the pillow here. I'm down, my hands are up, my head's off the mat. I don't want to get lazy and just drop it down. I'm going to grab the pillow, touch it to the ground, and I'm going to toss it to my partner. While I do that, they're going to replace it. So there's another one. Look at that. I'm going to grab it and toss it. I like this one because, one, it's just a really good exercise. It's a lot of fun, and I like throwing stuff. So that works out perfect. So I'm going to touch and toss. Now, if you don't have a partner, you can use one and put it down like that, or only if you're allowed to. If you have a wall or something like that in a ball, you can take it and you can try and catch it. My wall moved. If you don't have a moving wall, then you should be good. Let's try it. We're gonna do it for 10 seconds. Ready? And go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Oh, that actually was really hard. Whew, very good. And you guys, obviously, you can pause the video at any point and do a few more of those exercises, or trade with your partner, have your partner do lunges when they're putting it down. Anything we can do to get a little bit extra warm up. Let's go ahead and open our feet up nice and wide. Toes up, knees straight. We're just gonna reach down to the middle. And just reach, reach, reach. Try and relax. I know it, especially when you're trying to get a little bit more flexible and you're stretching a little bit farther than normal, it can be a little bit uncomfortable. But if you're not pushing too hard so you injure yourself, but you're pushing just a little bit, get a little bit more flexible every time. Once you down to your toes. And if you can, while you're stretching, I like to try and relax my muscles. I know it's really hard because there's a lot of tension on them. Let me see the other side. There's a lot of tension on those muscles, but if instead of holding them tight and trying to go down, you can kind of sort of relax them a little bit even though it's uncomfortable, I think that can help you progress a little bit quicker. Let me see both feet out in front. Toes up, knees straight. And we're gonna reach down to the middle. Reach, reach, reach. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Last stretch. Both feet in for butterfly. So bring them in. Flap your wings out. Roll your head neck around and other way. And nose your toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Excellent job. We're gonna stand up nice, confident yes sirs. Ready? And stand up. Yes, sir. Excellent. Shimmy stance. Hands, feet together, and bow. In our striking today, we're gonna review our turn back kick and our spin hook kicks, and we're gonna put it into kind of a challenging drill for us to practice, review, so that way when graduation comes around, we're gonna be all squared away. So we're gonna jump into our guarding stance, nice, confident kias. Ready? And go. Perfect. So we're gonna start with our turn back kick. Quick review, I know you guys know this. Transition our weight to our front foot, turn my body, hips stay to the opposite direction as my bad guy, my eyes turn. Good posture, hands up, kick it out. Remember, we're hitting with that heel, okay? We're gonna do 3 on each side just to kind of get our bodies moving, get it re-reviewed so that we'll be ready for our drill. Ready? And 1, kia. Good. And 2, kia. 1 more, and go. Kia. Excellent. Switch feet. Yeah. Same deal. 3 more. Ready? And 1. Kia. Make sure you've got a good target you're aiming for. We don't want to be kicking all over the place. Same spot every time. Maybe you could challenge yourself by picking a slightly higher target. Our jump, or not our jump, our regular back kick doesn't need to be crazy high by any means, but I want you guys working towards something, having a goal. Ready? And go. Yeah. Good. Let's do 1 more. And go. Yeah. Excellent. Switch feet. Yeah. Next up is our spin hook kick. Spin hook kick is pretty challenging, but this is one of my favorite kicks. I just love hook kicks in general. We're gonna twist. We still want that weight to transfer to the front foot so that way our back foot can move. Good posture is very important. A knee comes up, kind of like we're side kicking, but our toes are gonna be pointed. Kick it out, swing it through, bring it back. You can set it in front or the back. Either way is great. Since we're gonna be kicking over and over, I'm probably gonna be setting it in the back. Let's give it a try. We'll take it nice and slow. Ready? And 1. So turn, find your target, kick it out, bring it back, and set it down. If we can, we want to try and keep it nice and flat. We don't want to be cutting this way or cutting this way with our foot. Ready? 2. Yeah. Good. 1 more. Ready? And go. Yeah. Good. Switching. Yeah. Same thing. Ready? And 1. Yeah. 2. Yeah. And 1 more. And go. Yeah. Excellent. All right, so today we're going to be doing a drill. It's going to make this a little bit more challenging. If you guys have a pool noodle at home, that's what we're gonna be using. If you don't, you can try and find something like it. Maybe you can roll up a newspaper or a magazine and you can use that as well. I'm gonna be doing, well, let's start with our turn back kick. Now, our back kick normally we use a kicking shield. It's a nice big target. Gives us a lot of protection when we're getting kicked, but it gives us a big target so we can, oh, we hit over here, we hit over here. Well, we're gonna be a little bit more precise with our kicks today. So Mr. Craig's gonna hold the noodle up. My target today is this big, okay? So that's what we're shooting for. Now, I did help myself out and grab a giant noodle, so that helps a little bit. But you can use anything. You could just use a small pillow or something and hold that straight out, whatever works. You could use a hand, we just don't want to hurt our fingers or anything like that. So I'm gonna try and kick right here. I'm gonna do my back kicks. I want to do them technique, speed, power, right? So I want to do them well first, then I can do them fast, then I can do them hard. 0 hard today. That doesn't matter if I kick this real hard, it's not gonna feel great. Speed, I'm not super concerned. I'm worried about how well you do it. If you can do it perfect, then you can go a little bit faster. You have my permission, all right? So I'm gonna make sure I've got a good distance. The first one, I'm gonna go super slow. If you have somebody to hold a noodle for you or a pad or something, that's fantastic. If you don't, you can just kick when I kick. All right, ready? And go. So good posture, hands up, trying to make everything as perfect as possible. Foot comes up, kick it out, bring it back, and set it down. Let's try it again. Ready? And go. Kia! And one more. I'm feeling pretty good, so I'm going to go a little bit faster. Kia! Very cool. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is I want you to pause the video, try it on both sides 3 or 4 times. Make sure you're feeling pretty good with your technique. If you're feeling like, hey, I can do this really well, then it's okay to go a little bit faster, but we're not really super worried about it. Next up is our spin hook kick. So for our spin hook kick, I'm going to try and just hit the end of the noodle. Okay, I'm not trying to cut it off down here. I'm just trying to tap the end with my toes, if at all possible. We're trying to be as precise as possible with our kicks, so our kicks aren't all over the place. If my bad guys got their hands up and they drop their hand from here to here, I need to make sure that I can hit this target right there. All right, let's give it a try. Ready? And 1. Nice and slow. Everything as good as you can. Knee comes up, kick it out, tap it, and bring it back. Ready? 2. And 1 more. Ready? And 3. Kia! Hopefully yours went kind of, sort of, something similar to that. If it was a little bit more all over the place, that is totally okay. We just need to practice and try it again, try it again. I want you guys to try it 3 or 4 times on each side. And then from there, we can move on to the next section of our class. Let me see Chummy stance. Hands, feet together, and bow.
Working on our Yuk Jang, we're going to start from Chumby stance. So hands in front of you, eyes forward, we're ready to go. Remember, we start with a fold for our double knife high, step into that back stance. Here we go, ready? 1, Kia, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully those first 4 steps are becoming a little more confident, right? From here, going to the front. 1, down block. 2, fold, chop high block. 3, kick and back fist. Kia! Okay, we fold, we back leg step, double knife, low in a back stance. Step out, break, kick, punch, punch. Going the other way, turn, double knife low, step out, break, kick, punch, punch. Whew, that's what we worked on so far, okay? I want to try that facing the other way so you can follow along very directly with us, and then we can tag on just 2 more steps today. All right, getting near the end of that form already, you guys are making incredible progress. Let's try one more time together, and we'll tag some steps on. From Chumby, fold for that double knife high. 1, kick, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, kick! 1, 2, great, kick, punch, punch. 3, 4. All right, adding on just a little bit here, guys. I'm gonna fold for another double knife low. This time I'm coming back the way we came, right? So I back stance, double knife, low again, all right? We're gonna fold like we're grabbing our fireball. If you remember that from earlier, we're gonna step out to our front stance, and again, my hand switch. This time it's a palm strike high block opposed to the chop we did earlier, right? Double knife low, fold, step out, strike. Let's try that one more time. Double knife low, fold, strike. Awesome. If you can do that slowly, you can build those 2 steps. We're ready to do it one more time in the form there, okay? We're gonna practice this, and I want it to settle in your mind before we add on the last few steps next week, all right? Facing towards us. Junbi. Fold. 1. Kick. 2. 3. 4. Sticking with us, guys. 1. 2. 3. Kick. 1. 2. 3. 4. 1. Coming back to where we came. Double knife low. 2. Fold, step out, strike. We're gonna pause it there for now. I know you're probably feeling like you're ready for more, but I wanna make sure this is perfect before we add on. What that means is you can't stop now. I need you to back up the video and go through that one more time. All right, practice. The more time you spend now, the more confident you're gonna feel later, right? If we start just building, and all this is unstable, it's gonna crack and it's all gonna crumble. We need to build a solid foundation so we're ready to add more, all right? So practice, build that foundation, and get ready for your next belt, all right? Junbi stance, hands by your side, and bow. All right, guys, go ahead, grab some water, let's have a seat. I wanna talk about our word of the month. So starting actually a new word of the month today, we're gonna be talking about confidence. Everyone say, confidence.
Confidence.
Perfect, so confidence, well, before I tell you, what is confidence? In your own words, what would you say that confidence is? Mr. Ellis, what would you say confidence is?
I feel like confidence is like you believe in yourself. Like you believe that you have the ability to do things that you know how to do.
Yeah, perfect. So confidence, believing in yourself, right? Maybe even believing in another person, believing in a technique or an activity that you're doing right. Today, I want to kind of talk about opposites. So we'll come back to confidence, I promise, but let's talk opposites. You guys know opposites, right? Like the opposite of hot is?
Cold.
Or the opposite of dark is?
Light.
Perfect. So what is the opposite of confidence? Opposite of confidence. If you're not confident, maybe you're...
I would say unconfident, but I'm afraid or worried maybe?
Ooh,
unsure? Unsure. I'm going to stick with that.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. So yeah, maybe afraid, worried, unsure, insecure, something like that, right? Let's take, I like afraid, right? Maybe you're scared. In a situation, something kind of scary happens, right? I would rather you be confident in a scary situation than be scared in that situation. And that situation could range from a lot of things. It could be the lights go out, right? And you could be scared. Oh, what do I do, right? Or it could be someone's kind of being mean to you, right? And you're a little bit scared. You're a little bit nervous. You don't know what to do in that situation. You're not confident, right? You're scared of what's going to happen. So today, I want to talk about something that you are scared of. So think for one more second for me about something you're kind of scared of. What's something that's kind of scary for you? Maybe a situation, maybe a place, maybe a thing. When I was a kid, I was very scared of the dark. It was to the point that I couldn't even, like at night, I had to sleep with my bedroom light on. Not even a night, like the full fan light was on, right? I couldn't sleep, I was so scared. But I remember when I started karate class, I was able to sleep with the lights off. And the idea that I had in my mind was that if a monster tries to get me in the dark, then I'll just punch him in the nose, because now I know how to punch and kick, right? So then I wasn't scared of monsters anymore. One, because monsters aren't real, right? But two, because I knew that I could beat that monster up because I wasn't scared of him anymore, right? Mr. Ross, was there anything that you were scared of when you were a kid?
Talking in front of people was really scary for me. So whenever I had to go up in front of the class, I would get really sick and I really didn't want to do it. And then as I got older, it was the same thing. I still had to go and talk about group projects and things like that, and I had to get in front of people, and it was really scary. And just there's really nothing to be scared about, but it doesn't matter because I was still scared of it, and it doesn't make a lot of sense. But And then just the more I practiced at it, and I got better and better, and I started teaching karate classes. Oh, I started being in karate classes, and I started teaching karate classes, and I found out that when I know what I'm talking about in front of people, it's nothing really to be scared about, because they're going to ask me questions about things that I already know, like martial arts. And so I just got a lot better at it, and now I'm not worried about talking in front of people anymore.
Fantastic. Yeah, so my goal for you guys is, no matter the situation, whether it's the dark or get up in front of a group, right, is I don't want you to be scared in those situations. I want you to be confident, right? So as martial artists, our goal as we work towards black belt is not just to become faster and stronger, but also to become more confident. So we're going to continue talking about confidence over the next month. We'll talk about how to become more confident next class. All right, so I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. We're all going to say confidence. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
Awesome job, guys. Let's get back up to class.
In our takedowns today, we're going to review our hip throw and our inside leg sweep. Once we have those techniques kind of down, we're going to put it into a drill, maybe a more realistic situation, and kind of combo them together with a clinch entry and all that kind of good stuff. So let's start by just talking about the technique. So if Mr. Craig's my partner, we're going to start in a tie-up position. So I've got the neck and I've got the arm. For my hip throw, let's just go over the quick details. I'm going to pull him towards me. I'm going to bring this arm in. My other hand goes under and behind to his back. My feet are going to kind of mimic his feet on the inside, and I'm going to be lower than him and pulling him on top of me. So if I do it a little bit quick, here, and then we pick them up and I just look away to drop my partner, okay? So one more time, just a little slow. I'm going to pull my hands in to bring him in. As I step, I've ducked my body under, other foot comes in and pick up. So that's my hip throw. Hopefully you guys have kind of practiced that. You can do it solo, here, here, up, and then look away. The more you practice it, the more you practice that entry, the better you're going to get. People, you can YouTube it, and people are just doing the entry all day long. The fun part is throwing them, right? But practicing coming in over and over, here, here, doing that over and over is what's going to get you really good at pulling that off. The next technique we're going to talk about is our inside leg sweep. So we're starting in our tie-up again. Got our feet kind of sort of squared up. I'm going to step in, and my other foot's going to follow, kind of like we're chest bumping our partner. When we do that, they are generally going to try and step back. What's going to happen is I'm going to use my foot, and I'm going to hook his foot so he can't step back. Here, I'm going to step, try and catch it, and you can either try and pick that up, or you can just keep it trapped, and you can fall on top of them, or you can drop them down and get out of there. So let's try that one more time. So I'm going to step, step, again, practicing that entry. Step, step. You can just practice that over and over. And if you're feeling pretty good with it, then all you have to do is hook the foot, okay? Now, we talked the other day about chaining them together, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna add one more step, we're gonna add a clinch entry. So, Mr. Craig is gonna be our bad guy, I'm gonna be the superhero, awesome ninja, good guy, okay? So we're in our guarding stance just like this. He's our bad guy, he's gonna take a step at me. I don't wanna stay here. If I stay here when he steps, I'm in striking range, so that's no good. I'm safe here, right? So when he steps forward, I'm gonna step back. Ooh, good, I still can't get punched. When he steps forward, I'm gonna step back. Okay, good. Now this time I've decided, okay, I can't run forever, there's a wall back here. So when he steps forward this time, he's gonna try and punch at me. I'm going to cover my head, so hands to my head, elbows in. I wanna be able to see where I'm going, so we don't wanna be straight down. Got my eyes up, I can see where I'm going, but if he punches, hopefully it doesn't hit me too bad, okay? I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna contact my partner, and I'm gonna hook for a clinch. I'm going to then try and go for my hip throw. So it might look something like this. We got 1, 2, and on 3 he's going to punch. I'm here. And then I'm going to try and do my hip toss. My other hand's already back here. This hand's going to come out and wrap over the arm, step, step, up, and throw. So I want you guys to just try that at home. So it's 1, 2, and on 3 you cover up, you shoot in, and wrap up for that clinch. From here, we're just gonna grab the arm and the body, step those feet in, and that hip toss that we had just practiced just a second ago, right? So you can do it solo, you can do it with a partner, but the more you practice, even if it's solo, you're gonna get better and better. We're gonna add one part onto this. I want you to practice that. Then, we're gonna add one part on. Let's say they get out of our hip throw. Okay, so I'm here, I've clinched, I got him, I'm trying to do my hip throw, he jumps to the side. Now I'm gonna try my inside leg sweep. So I'm gonna step, step, hook, and we'll try and take him down. Let me show you what it's going to look like a little bit fast, and then I want you guys to practice, practice, practice. So it's going to be step 1, 2, and on 3 we're shooting in. Boom, he's going to try and slap me, but I'm going to rack him up.
I'm gonna go for my hip toss, grab, wrap, he jumps over, and because I practiced it a million times before he even lands for his hip toss, I'm gonna do my takedown. Let me try the hip toss one more time. He's gonna go, and before he even lands, I'm already stepping because I already know what's coming up next. I'm gonna bring him down, okay? So, one more time, solo, 1, 2, on 3, we're shooting in. Wrap up, try that takedown, they jump over, and hook the foot, okay? That's a fun little kind of a flow that you can work on. It helps you get really good at a few different techniques, and it is definitely a viable option as far as self-defense goes. Okay, so practice, practice. Let me see shimmy stance. Hands, feet together, and bow. For our game today, we're gonna be doing power kicks. Now, power kicks I love doing, but it's important first that we have technique and speed, and then we work on power. But hopefully you're feeling pretty good with your technique. Maybe you're getting a little bit faster, and whatever techniques you pick today, I want you to make sure that you are doing them well, and you're able to do them quick. If you can do those two things, then you will be able to generate power. So there's a difference between, you mind holding that pad for me, Mr. Greg? There's a difference between if I throw a roundhouse and it goes like this, right? I can throw a good roundhouse, or a roundhouse that goes like that, right? There's a big difference. And what is the difference? Not so much the technique. Maybe I wound up a little bit extra because I was trying to be extra fancy, but my leg was the same, my chamber was the same, my refold was the same, all that kind of good stuff. So the difference is being able to do it correctly and then quickly, all right? So, and we need to be able to have that control to kind of flip on or off the power switch. So I want you to pick a kick. Maybe it's your favorite kick, maybe it's your hardest kick, maybe it's your worst kick, maybe it's your best kick, whatever it is. I want you to pick a kick that you want to work on, and we're going to try and throw a couple power kicks. A couple things I want you to think about while you're doing it is I want you to aim in the middle, okay? So our aim needs to be good. Besides technique, speed, and power, maybe part of technique is aiming in the middle, right? We want to be able to hit where we're aiming. Maybe you want to hit a little higher than you normally can kick, so maybe that's another goal. We need our toe position correct. Foot pushed out, toes pulled back if we're front kicking, or try to kick really hard. So I want you to pick a kick, and we're going to work on our power kicks together. If you have a partner, they can hold a couch cushion or a pillow or something like that for you. If you don't, you can kick in the air. I can throw a very powerful roundhouse in the air, that's fine. But if you have somebody, that can be a little extra fun sometimes just because you have somebody else to practice with and they can practice with you and you can hold the bag for them. So today I'm going to work on my front kick. You might want to work on your side kick, or you might want to be way more advanced and maybe you're a ninja black belt and you want to work on your wheel back kick. That's fantastic. Just pick whatever kick works best for you. We're going to run through 4 times on each side, and I want you to really focus on your technique and your speed, and if you have those things, really getting some good power on those kicks. All right?
If you guys are practicing solo, one big thing that can change between power and technique is your follow through, right? So if I do that roundhouse and I stop, right, that's generally not going to have power, but if you guys want to practice your follow through here, kick and spin through, and that's the idea of throwing my whole body through. Same thing with front kick. I can front kick and bring it back, and I can have power just by that, or I can fall into it, and that's really committing to that kick.
Yeah, that hip push is a big deal. So if I leave my hips here in a front kick, it's never going to be that strong, but if I really push through and extend my hips, it'll be more powerful. So we're going to try 4 kicks on each side, okay? You can do whatever kick you need. I'm going to do a front kick. You can do whatever kick you need. I'll try and go nice and slow so that if your kick is some crazy spinning 720 kick, you can have enough time to get back with us. Okay, so ready? And 1, kick! 2, kick! One thing that can change as soon as you're trying your hardest, a lot of things start messing up. So hopefully not your toes, because that's a bummer. But a lot of times you have a great kick, and then when you try as hard as you can, maybe the arms start going like that, right? So make sure everything else is holding together the right way. Usually when you change something, like you put a bunch of power in, something else breaks. And that's okay, that's normal. We just have to fix this thing. That doesn't mean don't ever do this, it means try and learn how to fix this a little bit better. We got 2 more on this side, ready? And go, kick! 1 more, ready, and go! Kia! Good, switch feet. Same thing, we got 4 more, ready? And 1, Kia! 2, Kia! 3, Kia! Ooh, I got one kind of weirdo arm right there. Try 1 more, best you got. And 4, Kia! How'd you guys do? Hopefully pretty good. If you have more time, you can try a bunch of different other kicks. You can work on speed, you can work on power, technique, whatever it is. But hopefully you did well today. Hopefully feel a little bit better about those kicks.
Great job in class, I'm very impressed. Let me see Chumi stance. Hands, feet together, and bow.